getting, when I do that, it's like you show up different. You were this one person, and all of a sudden you're just different. Maybe because you see me with something, now all of a sudden you want that something. But you weren't worried about that something at first. But now all of a sudden you want that something. Just weird to me how people move when your heart really ain't in it. Your heart ain't in that. Stop playing. You just doing it because you want to be seen or because you seen someone else doing it now. You want to be seen doing it. It's just tacky and it's childish. No gratitude for nothing. He acknowledges his obligation with cheerfulness. He looketh on his benefactor with love and esteem. No matter what, I'm going to look upon you. Shalom, mama. Islam. Islam, my son. Ah, Shalil, I love you. Um, you look it on your benefactor with love and esteem. If you teach me something, give me a word of encouragement. I done fell in love with you. Real talk, because I'm just a loving person anyway. That's just my personality. It's just who I am. I'm not being nothing I'm not. And I'm not going to try to be anything I'm not. For nobody. I respect you, you give me the respect back. But once you show me you can't respect me, oh, your respect's out the door. Completely out the door. And I'm speaking from my heart today because, baby, I'm up to here with a lot of stuff that's just being, it's a lot of fake stuff going on. The way we do business together, fake. Nobody's respecting nobody anymore. And I'm glad y'all hopping off because I'm probably speaking to you that are hopping off. Islam. And if to return it be not in his power, he nourishes the memory of it in his breast with kindness. He forgetteth it not all the days of his life. So whether that's knowledge, whether it's a gift, whether it's just like I said, it could be a word of encouragement. That's something I'm gonna always remember you. Mr. Dana, I love buying my jewelry from him. And it all has special meanings. Because when I go buy a piece of jewelry from him, he's not just selling me that jewelry. He's going to tell me what it means, what energy is carrying. It's going to be an intention behind why I'm even buying it. That's just like when I make my hair oils and hair butters. It's intentional. What I name them, what I put on them, what I put in them. I've been doing this too long. So I'm not just somebody throwing oil in a bottle and saying, hey, I got this miracle hair oil. No, literally, I've been in my industry for all this time and I've grown hair back. I've watched women go bald and helped them come back out of that. I'm the one that'll stop my client. No more sew-ins, no more none of this because you're pulling your hair out. So I'm not the hairstylist just looking for $1. And I'm not for everybody. And I'm fine with that. The heart of the grateful man is like the clouds of heaven. The heart of a grateful man is like the clouds of heaven. So many people are ungrateful though, which drops upon the earth fruits, herbage, and flowers. But the heart of the ungrateful is like a desert of sand which swalloweth with greediness the showers that fall, and buryeth them in the bosom and produce nothing. That's that ungrateful person. I love the way the prophet laid this thing out because he's going to show the good and the bad. He's going to show you both sides of it. He's going to show you the higher essence of it and the lower self of it. He's not going to leave you just hanging. Like we give all this information and we're leaving people hanging. And I had some people come to me yesterday and say that. Why are we just left hanging with no solution after we get all this knowledge? Envy not thy benefactor. So don't be envying nobody. Because you see them, don't envy them. Don't envy them. It ain't that serious. neither strive to conceal the benefit he hath conferred. For though to oblige is better than to be obliged. Though the act of generosity commandeth admiration, yet the humility touches the heart and is amiable on the sight both of Allah and man. But receive not a favor from the hand of the proud. I have to be so careful of this. To the selfish and the avaricious, which means having or showing in extreme greed for wealth or material gain. Have no obligation. The vanity of pride shall expose thee to shame. The greediness of avarice shall never be satisfied. Greed for wealth and material gain. Like, it's going to never be satisfied for you. Because if that's all that you chasing is that, it's going to never be satisfied. You're going to always chase it. The vanity and pride of a lot of people is being exposed. People you thought you knew forever, boy, they it's being exposed. It's showing. I am seeing people walk around and they think they sheep's clothing is covering them up, and they being exposed just like the wolf they are. Like there's nothing covering you anymore. You know what's covering you? The darkness of your flesh, that lower self, that flesh that fell on you, the real you is being exposed. The real us, everything will be stripped off of each one of us. You can't hide nothing. That's why y'all don't see me come on this screen trying to be nothing. I ain't trying to put on no makeup. I ain't trying to be all that for y'all. I'm just coming to deliver a message, and that's it. Doing my job as an angel. So I had to choose that because it's just mighty funny how people walk around and they have no gratitude in them. None. Don't even know what the next person might be going through, or when they're helping them, not even knowing that that person may barely be helping themselves. You don't know. And it's just really sad to see the state of the people. Like a family came up to me and was like, "Ah, yeah, I love the gathering of the masters was great, but they left us with no solutions. We got up there with all that intelligence and all that smartness, but people felt like they were left with no solutions." That's why I did Unity Day. That's why Unity Day was so important because it was supposed to bring solutions, not to just show up so you could be seen, but to bring solutions, to really sit down and make things happen, break down and go into classrooms and get some real knowledge on how to move after all of this. Because how do you move after you got all that? So you went home with all that knowledge, and what did you do with it? That's why the Drew Ali experience is so important. Because I know Noble Drew Ali was for this thing. We need to be outside, congregating. How you gonna be an angel sending messages to the world in the house? You can't. That's why I respect my Jehovah Witness sisters and brothers that stand out here and my Nation of Islam. I respect them. I don't care if they buy a Starbucks, a McDonald's. They don't care where they got to set up. They are out giving the message. They are spreading the message to the four corners of the earth as they're supposed to be. I know we all get caught up in our own little religions and our belief system, but let me tell you something. I know one thing, that everybody was charged to go spread the message. That's not in nobody's teachings. Everyone's teaching is saying that. But you still steady looking for this angel to appear out the sky with these wings to come deliver the message for you, when you're the one that's supposed to be delivering the message. Grow your own wings. Yeah, you got to get to know yourself. But these so-called people out here, these so-called woke folks, and these conscious people, and these empress and priestesses, and all these people claim they do, but they can't help anybody. We need a place of refuge for people. People are crying out. They're sick. I made three young men not even over the age of 23 yesterday asking for Moorish Science. They asking for it. They was with the family. They came up to the booth. So even not, you ain't got to, I mean, you got people out here playing like they know they self though, mom. And they don't. Because if they really knew they self, they could help someone with some solutions. So it's just too much faking out here. More or less what you're saying, mama. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Mama Witherspoon, come through. Mama Witherspoon, that's a good one. They know the titles, not they self. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, these folks out here, they know they title. They love they to be titled that and all that, but they don't know they self. You know your title. I don't want one. I don't need one. I'm Latte. Period. My title is God. Period. Be mad about it. Feel some kind of way about it, but it is. And my duty and my job, hey, I do it. Without nobody asking me, it don't matter. Without a car, with a car, it don't matter. I'm gonna figure it out. I am the walking Rolodex for everybody and don't have a problem sharing it with anyone. I have no problem sharing my love, my connections. Now you ain't gonna get them all because the people I'm connected to and I love, I keep them, I hold them very close. That's why my resources, even as many people as I've done in this industry, you gonna have to be a special person for me to even want to introduce you to them because all my clients are special to me. All my people are special to me. Yes, you have to go deep within, but not enough of these people are. They think they going deep within because they give retreats and this and that, and still no solution. Still no solution. You paying 12, 13, $1,500 for this and that, but what are you coming back with? Until it changes inside of you, no matter what you're doing, it's not gonna work. You can slaughter all the animals, do all the rituals and magic tricks and all that. It ain't gonna work if it ain't already there. If you're not coming from this thing with a sincere heart, with sincerity, everything that you're doing to try to build up to it is going to fall down. Because it even tells you in the circle seven that those things, they were no good. They failed. But what don't fail is this spirit. Allah never fails. Never fails. And all prophecy will be fulfilled, whether you believe it or not. Prophecy will be fulfilled. People, if you're at a certain age, get up on technology. All this, you don't know how to do this, you're not tech, man, you better get up on it because that's what's going to flip on you, and then you will not have no idea what to do. And that's when it becomes the end for you. You have to stay in the know. Miss Karen Hall always told me that. That's the lady that taught me how to really get down with this hair thing. Amazing woman. And when I say I want to be just like you, she'd be like, nope, you want to be better than me. She will always say that. And Latai always know what's next. Don't never be that you don't know what's going on next. Always know what's next, what's coming next. And I have with here. My stuff could test the test of time. You could go on my website right now. All my stuff is old. I haven't done no updated photo shoots. But baby, my stuff is timeless because I understand what that is to make something timeless. When no matter where it is or where it's seen, it's just timeless. That's how I look at my work. That's what I do when I do this work. So my gratitude for people, for situations are different than a lot of people. I'm still learning about who I really am. I'm still learning myself. I haven't got this all figured out. but I know what has saved my life. And I know the Moorish Science Temple of America or the Moorish Holy Temple of Science is what saved Latay's life. It may not save everybody's life. It ain't for everybody. It saved my life, and it made me stop looking at people like they were these, and they ain't. I had to start looking at myself like that because people take advantage of you. And I've been taken advantage of through the celebrities, through the conscious community, to the regular people. No big deal. No big deal, though. Because, everything has to return itself back. So I don't even look at it like that. But it's just mighty funny how folks are. And then they turn their nose up at you like you did something to them and you didn't do nothing to them. They did it to you. And they mad because they mistreated you. Or they mad they didn't show up for something that they were supposed to do. I asked someone to come speak at Unity Day. They didn't say, sorry I didn't make it. They never made a point. And I've looked them in their face 5 times. I was actually next to them yesterday and still know nothing. So that's why I say these title ships, more than the tag office guy. But your title ship don't even mix into your character. I had to come and say this today because I'm tired of people being misused. The people that love on folks, the people that's willing to give, and all you doing is taking, taking, taking. And they'll wonder why things ain't laying out in the way they should. Because you got to stop just taking from folks. We have these things and do these festivals. Are you trying to create a relationship or are you just trying to come up off your people? Because I don't want no one to just come to my table one time. I need to build a relationship with you, get to know you. You might live here, there, or whatever. I don't look at no one person as just being a one person at one time. My clients never have. I want to keep you as one. So, what is that going to take to keep you there? That's where I'm at with this thing, man. Stop being so greedy and so extremely greedy at that, that you can't even be grateful for the little bit that God gives you. Allah gives you a portion. Sometimes it ain't meant for you to have a big portion. Sometimes it's just meant for you to have that. So let me see how you act when I give you that little bit. Let me feed you this little morsel and really see how you gonna be. Ah, that ain't enough. That wasn't enough. Why wasn't it? You can't be humble in what was given to you because you could not have gotten nothing. I've had salons before. I didn't. Maybe my appointment might have canceled or two, and nobody came through the door. Was I mad and shut the door because nobody came through and I didn't make no money? Because I'm still gonna have to pay this $1,500 of rent month at the end of the month. Or even if I'm working in a shop, no matter how much money I make, if the booth rent is $250, they want their $250 on Saturday, whether you made a dollar or not a dollar. So let me tell you something. My industry is made up of that. So if I don't come out on top of what I thought I was gonna make, I'm not tripping. I'm grateful because obviously this is what God meant for me to have. And he needed to see how well I could be a steward over that before he can bless me with big. Sometimes you wonder why you're not getting the big. Because when he gives you the little, you don't even know how to be humble enough and eat some humble pie with that and be grateful for that. You just want more. It got to be more. That's greed. And greed ain't getting nobody nowhere. Greed gets no one nowhere. So stop it. If you're going to do something, create it from the love. I look at all my artistic friends. My girl Day, lipstick. She's a makeup artist, though. She should have that. Makeup, hair, fashion all goes together. So nothing I'm doing when I got these clothes was anything different because If you look at my photo shoots, you see a high fashion, so it's some clothes, some hair, and makeup. I know how to take things to the next level, not keep them mediocre. So this greediness that we got going on in these communities need to stop. This hustle mentality of over the people need to stop. Give them solutions. They need it. We gather for all these festivals and just party, and that's it. But no solutions. Ain't no solutions being laid out for no one. Not a one. And then everybody got an excuse when it's time for solutions. When it's time to bring the people together for these solutions, it's an excuse for everything of why you can't do it or why I'm not ready or whatever that is. But we feeding the people all this information with nothing to get back from. So they can go home and feel at peace, not go home and give it to their family, and then they family tell them, "Oh, you crazy? Why you go listen to them people?" And then it shut them right back down. You gave no tools for them to work the workshop of their own mind. You didn't hand them no tools. You just fed them. You just dumped all this stuff into their brain and sent them home. And that's more what I see throughout these communities. Nothing's sticking. We're just dressing up being cute. That's it. I had to come on here today to talk about this gratitude because even on the phone call I had this morning with an amazing elder that I love so much, and if it wasn't for her, I would have never met Miss Amelia Boynton. And if y'all don't know who that lady is, it's a shame because all y'all woke folks should. She was the lady that walked over the Selma Bridge. She was on that Selma Bridge. And I was able to meet this lady over the phone before her taking her last breath. And if that wasn't for Miss Michelle Williams, a woman I love so dearly, that we've been through so much together from a church on down, that just even her belief in me and her love for me is so beautiful. And I'm talking about someone that got accolades out of this world bigger than majority of these celebrities running around here. Because she changed the game a long time ago. A long time ago. She's the only person that got 4 proclamations for radio in one state and plus a city proclamation. Miss Michelle Williams gave Frankie Beverly his first award. And I say, don't look at me because you think I might dress like this or look like this. But baby, you have no idea because they look at her the same way. You have no idea. So from getting baked beans from a well-known person when I didn't have a place to stay with my children, but you got it going on like that. But I got baked beans, baby. Nothing that would help me take care of them 4 boys at that moment for a week or more. Some baked beans. So this is what I'm talking about. These so-called I'm a this, I'm a that, out here doing these things, but ain't doing nothing from the heart. Doing everything for selfish gain and to be seen. And that's it. So I pull back and I'm good. I'm it all. Islam, Islam. So now we're gonna close this meeting now because I gotta get ready to go do these clients. And I'm gonna read y'all a few words from the Prophet. Islam, Islam, Islam. Moorish Science Temple of America. To the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam. This is an instruction from your prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Be faithful unto your forefathers divine, and be blessed for your good deeds that you sow in the flesh. Allah is the one that judges the world, and his judgment is now on. But the weak can comprehend it not. The end of time is drawing near, so says Allah to his divine prophet, I Noble Drew Ali. And that is why many hearts have been turned to stone, and many have eyes to see but cannot see, ears to hear but cannot hear, lest they would be confounded of their sins. These are the trying hours now, dear Moors, and every evil spirit is moving. Please believe every evil spirit is moving. Islam, Islam, Sheikh David S. Page Bay. Islam to my bestie Ladina. Excuse me. These are the trying hours now, dear Moors, and every evil spirit is moving, and they are trying every weak mind to overthrow and drag out the true foundation that has been laid, and to cause confusion in the minds of the ones that do believe. That's why I was saying about these festivals and conferences. We got to stop that because people will throw confusion in their head. But if you have the true love of Allah and the spirit of your forefathers, you fear not what you hear or see, but will sacrifice the utmost of your life to protect your movement and your profit. Watch your enemies, dear Moors. Your enemies are the ones that speak against your prophet and ridicule him to the very lowest, and the ones that speak against your divine and national principles of your temple. Act accordingly, and Allah will bless you for your good work. Peace. Your divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali. I have to say this about this young man that approached me yesterday. He asked me, he said, what do I what did I feel Malachi York brought to us as a nation? That's what he said to me, something like that. Yeah. And I said the one thing I know one thing I could give Dr. Malachi York, because I've read some of his stuff. I haven't studied as much, and I'm good friends with one of his doctors. He taught us how to buy the block back. He taught us how to build a nation. He taught us how to buy a whole city. If he taught you nothing else, he showed you that it is aimable, it is possible. If nothing else, that's what my guy showed you. So I had to say that. Islam, Islam, Islam. All meetings are to be open and closed properly according to the Circle 7 and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Can we all stand as we recite our Moorish American prayer? We're going to turn to the east, it's going within. We put up 5 fingers on the left with 2 on the right, with our heels touching one another, standing on our square. Repeat after me. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector and my guide and my salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Y'all have a great Sunday. It's time for me to go put these hands and heal some ladies. Peace and love. Somebody came to my door. Okay, see y'all later. See y'all later. I'm coming, Joya. I'm coming. a bath. Okay. I'm gonna change these pants. I ain't gonna wear these at all. They're all under my feet. Huh? Hold on 1 second.